Saturday, I saw you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way to fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll. Saturday, I saw you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way to fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll. There's a roller coaster, the kids get lost and no one's gonna stay up. Yeah, truck trees and beasties with Dinko Moha hair. Right, misfits and homeless kids are called a home there. Don't tell me ain't real, do your fucking dare. Parks pile in the car, nothing going on. Turn off the radio cause it's my favorite song. There's a club on the coast where all the kids get along. Skids and punks and wayward ones, nothing can go wrong. Saturday, I'll start to kill a cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at that disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll. Saturday, or else you cannot go. There's no way I'm gonna end up at that disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll. You know what? When I show up, there's gonna be some fucking action. Show me the signs, lost the wild, that's the fucking attraction. She said, when I fuck 'em up, that's a satisfaction. Follow the red straight ahead, detail transaction. Hell, Angels spam my neighborhood, it was always understood. I was running out for the Angels, I was a little fucking hood. When Brock was my way out, it was always in my blood. I don't give a fuck, I was locked up, should be dead or in jail. Saturday, I'll saw you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll. Saturday, I'll saw you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll. Family turns their back on their son. Now we're all alone. Now we ain't got a home. Now we're among our own. Saturday, I'll say you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll. Saturday, I'll say you kinda cold. There's no way I'm gonna end up at the disco. Make my way through fist fights and stilettos, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, to rock and roll, rock and roll,
Bye. Wake up, Uncle Ching Chong. Let's go on a bike ride. Oh. In your face.